Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. That grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain. It's a it. What is it? It? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids. So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably second or third grade. What? Order. Let me get this straight. You saw two people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about second or third grade. Yes, well, we'll see his type there every day. Can't stop him. A boy in second or third grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right, and as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. So I must be doing this right? October 18th. So 3 days later, they went to trial. The murder happened on the 15th, and man, this court is snappy-dappy, isn't it? October 18th. They are already set for trial. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I did go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really? What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal the Steel Samurai costume. So where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are we going to do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could have conceivably done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Okay, Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on the matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy, roughly 10 years of age. It was only like 3 to 4. Now it's 10. Second or third grade. Yeah, okay. The photo we do not have may not be hard evidence. But there's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts. The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order? Interesting. Let's hear who you have in mind. Be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who's obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great, as if the stakes weren't high enough. So who is this person other than Mr. Powers that could have So we gotta choose the right person or we blow the case. It could be the security lady. It could be the assistant girl nobody saw. I got you on the PC while cleaning the extra bedroom I used for streaming. Packing stuff up and putting it away. What do you why are you packing stuff up? Medicine Hat. Do you know who? Am I right? Is it the security lady? I hate to make a mistake and I can't add saved. I don't got it saved. I don't think I can save it at this point either right now, right? No, I guess I can. Maybe we can save here before we make this bad choice. I can't remember who it's supposed to be. I think it might be the security lady. But I don't remember her going to jail, so I don't know. Maybe it's the assistant. We haven't even seen her testimony, so how can we accuse the assistant? I saved it. It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it and in doing so became the Steel Samurai. So you're saying the Steel Samurai in the picture is really the assistant? That's correct, Your Honor. Oh no. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh. Uh-oh, bad feeling time. Objection. Hey, X of the Universe, welcome in. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury? Powers and Poor Hammer had a run through. Oh, and me. What about the assistant? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury. She could look the Steel Samurai look with that costume, but she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. That kind of takes care of the legs out from under that case. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you. Oh no, you know what? You're not, because I'm gonna load. We're gonna load. We saved it. Hopefully this works. Let's go back. The security lady. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Ooh! The Steel Samurai is dragging its leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about this morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Old Bag. Well, what? Whipper snapper. Order. Is this true, Mrs. Oldbag? Oldbag, that's Miss Oldbag to you. Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then she slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew that the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh, yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes, number 2, baby. And that's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on the matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there. Do something. What's my move? Now's my chance to take this all away. Press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said, second or third grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could have pinned my old man in 10 seconds tops. Objection, Mike is an awesome guy who totally does not have a tiny horn. I love the pin. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it nice to be nice to your kids and mean to your elders, day whippersnapper? I have proof. Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? It's gotta be the key card, right? Because only employees have access to the key with the key card. The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a key card to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a key card? I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The Windbag's speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. The court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was Windy Oldbags? What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait a second. I'm not just going to sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk. It's like people watching my stream and I'm rambling on about something and like, okay, Mel, stop the presses. Mel wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what's this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify.
Mike totally does not have the Dickie Do award. That's where your stomachies sticks out further than your Dickie Do. Capital O.
Okay. Yeah, well, Dickie don't. Dickie Doodly don't. My lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they just told me to pretend that they hadn't been at the studio that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep it from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do when I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Right, your cross-examination. All right, lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. So you were told not to talk. That's right, by the studios and the TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? I've been wondering that all along myself. Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate all the way to the left. But wasn't the tree down the path where the monkey's head was falling over? Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue your cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but continue cross-examination. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder. I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. Wow. So you got your bonus and you still talked? I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. I really don't know if I should keep pressing it or take a break. I know what the prompt is. If you keep pressing it, if anyone, Messnet, X, someone, anyone but Mike, who obviously hasn't played this game. Mike's like, no offense, I can look it up, Mel. Have I asked all the questions that I need to ask, and take a break, or do I keep continuing cross-examination? These are truly fun, but they're hard to know when you've got the right answer. He says, I think, I never played the series. I was just going with the meme. Okay. Okay, never played. Got it. Medicine Hat, you're up. Medicine Hat's like, I'm sleeping, Mel. I'm just not sure if I should keep pressing it or if I should let it rest. I feel like I lose momentum if I do the wrong thing. I honestly don't remember what to do. I've beaten the game about 3 to 4, but it's been a while. You won't fail. I'd continue. I guess it's no harm in getting as much information as I can. Okay, they wanted me to keep quiet about something. So you were told not to talk? That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs. Why didn't I hear about this? We've seen that. Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. Some other people at the studio. We know who they are. They had nothing to do with it. Okay. So they were actually in the studio. Yes, the whole day. And when they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came. I'll kill this woman, I swear it. I feel sorry for Edgeworth, almost. She really left him hanging on this one. But if you're going to go accuse me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Them? Who were these people? The director and the producer for starters, then the right. We've seen that part. The director was in the employee area for the run-through. He joined the producer on lunchtime. They had a meeting after that. In the Studio 2 trailer. See, that's where I really want to stop her. But I can't stop I can't, like... Alright, I think we do need to ask the question, take a break. Because we got the same thing. Your Honor, we have learned that there were others at the Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Mrs. Oldbag, and more information about these other people than we've just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceeding in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Usually when the music drops out, it means you're on the right track. So October 18th, 1:04 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Aw, really? It's nothing. Or should I? We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses, for certain. Now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off of Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studio. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks, guys. All right, so we're going back now to be continued. All right, we did good. Save is a yes. We just have to turn around and save it. I don't know how many slots you get. Did I? Wright and Company law offices. Phew, what a day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and the producer? Yeah, them. Well, what are we going to do here and then? Let's get to the studios. I examined my office. Mia's favorite potted plant. She's been watering it so much lately it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow or she's perfecting her water torture technique. Mia's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always made me feel like a professional. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is the thought that I have to read all of these now. A poster of an old movie that Mia liked. I was thinking I should go see it myself. Then I realized that the poster doesn't actually say the title of the movie. Okay, that's the desk. It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full these days. There's a bellboy happily cleaning the room. Is there anything else? I guess that's probably good. Let's go to the detention center and talk to Will. I mean, Powers again? Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all. We got lucky, to tell the truth. You could say that again. Let's not. So, WP, do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction? So sorry, but no. Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yes. Okay, we want to talk about the director. Was the director present at the morning run-through? Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate should move. Why didn't you tell us that before? Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet. That's nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's gonna lose big. I see. Whose side is she on? You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you? No, I sure hope not. The fanboy. Do fanboys sneak into the studios often? No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them. But in today's testimony, didn't you say they were often hanging around? The kids really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Okay, so that is what we really wanted to know. So it's time to go to the main gate. Now, if she's there, she's not going to be happy to see us. All right, she is not at her desk, her computer. So I'm going to look at her computer again. No one's here. Right, now that they have Miss Old Bag in custody, I guess they don't have anyone to replace her. Hey, in the guard station, look, she left her donuts. What? I wasn't going to eat them. The computer that runs the studio cameras, it looks like it's been turned off for the day. So they turned off the computer cameras? Okay, because we saw the junk food. Studio van. I mean, this is the same thing. We haven't learned anything different. So let's move to the employee area. We still don't have access to Studio 2. I mean, it looked to me like there was a lot. This tree is still blocking the way. It's that assistant girl. Hey! Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh, ho, ho. Don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Oh, ho, ho. Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. You mean that one? Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right, I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least little bit more. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation. I would have liked to have talked to her more. There's a half